Still talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria's performance in Freetown, Sierra Leone, Coach Benson Akimboni, head coach of Makins Football Academy in Abuja, is joining me to throw more light on the performance of the Super Eagles and the way forward. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
First leg, 4-all draw at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium in Benin. Second leg, a barren draw in Freetown. What's your overview of the performance of the Super Eagles?
Well, sincerely yours, I'll tell you that I'm sad at the moment, and the country at large is not happy with the performance. And how can you be 4 goals up ahead your opponent, and in second half, 30 minutes to the end of the game, and they equalized and we went with a point apiece? It's so sad. It's not encouraging. It's degrading. For our status, it's diminishing. For the country, it's very, very bad. And we were hoping that going to Sierra Leone, we were going to dazzle them and come out victorious, but it ended in a barren draw. I think it is high time for the country to look inward. We need to look into our domestic league. Most of the boys we have now, virtually all the boys, they are foreigners. And you agree with me that the years back when we have Okocha, Amokachi, Mutia Adepoju and the likes, the fitness was there, the physicality was there, and the seriousness. But now we have foreign boys. They are not used to the weather. They are not used to the reaction of fans. I think we need a combination of few of the foreign boys and more of our local boys. The Sierra Leoneans we play with, they are local boys. They have the power, the strength, and what have you. So I think we should look inward.
Looking inward, you say, we have a league that has been out of activity for a very long time. We know about the COVID-19 pandemic that ravaged the world over. Prior to that, we had an inconclusive or an abridged Nigeria Professional Football League. Advocating for the home-based professionals, even before now, we barely have 4 players from the home base in the national team. Do you think playing home-based players will be the solution? Yes,
I strongly want to support infusing home-based player will be the solution, because we should always appreciate what we have. We dazzled the world in 1994 because we presented home-based player. In 1996, the same thing happened because most of our players came from the domestic league. Why are we shying away from our domestic league? I think there should be a policy to restructure our league. Be that as it may, you cannot tell me that with our epileptic league, we cannot have 5 to 10 skillful players. It's not possible. We have clubs that top our league. We have second, we have third, we have an NL club. We can look, if we assign a particular set of people to this assignment, get players, so they will definitely provide and produce players that will paddle the canoe of our Super Eagles to what we desire. So it's just for us to create a policy, assign people to look into it, and from there we can bring them into the Super Eagles, and we'll start getting our results.
Going forward, if we struggle against a non-footballing nation, in quotes, right, like Sierra Leone, what is in the future of the Super Eagles when we take on Benin Republic in the return leg and the likes of Lesotho?
Yes. When the fixtures came out that we're going to play Sierra Leone, Benin Republic, and Lesotho, we all laughed and said, oh, this is a one way for Nigeria, because we know we are the giant of Africa. When it comes to football, we are number 1. But we are not living by that name at the moment, because we have failed to identify our aims and objectives, our ideals. Now, going forward, Benin Republic and Lesotho should not be countries that will be scared of. As I've said earlier, look inward. The coach and the players should ask themselves questions. Would they be serious to deliver for Nigerians? Now, you agree with me that before now, after our 4 games that we played, some dignitaries came to camp to come and train with our national team. Why? Commissioners, deputy governor training with Super Eagles. For what? That is an act of unseriousness. They went into the camp and they were celebrating Christmas, giving them Christmas cap, and that is an act of seriousness, of unseriousness. Our Super Eagles should be a team that projects the country, should be a team that is serious, that is committed, that is dedicated, that can deliver what we want. Now, going into this match against Benin Republic and Lesotho, as I've said earlier, the coach needs to go back to the drawing board and trying to bring in 1 or 2 players, because these people we want to play with, they are African, they are not in Europe. So playing samba ball, playing tiki-taka might not be applicable to all this club. You need players that want to show their family name, that want to project their own name, and that can help us. So we need to bring in 5 to 6 new home-based players to assist them. But going forward with these boys, I'm afraid that the undesired might happen.
Are you afraid, like Coach Benson? Many Nigerians out there are afraid. Well, window is still open, 2 matches to go. We just managed 2 points out of a possible 6.
Yes.
Senegal and Algeria have long qualified. We wait till 2021 if we'll be fortunate enough to pick the ticket. Coach Benson, thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.